friends, I'm Bev Adams. I'm an independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up, and I love our 6x6 Designer Series paper stacks. This one is the Warmth and Cheer paper stack, but we have others. And I have had trouble with these Designer Series paper stacks. Once you open them up and start using the paper, they tend to start falling apart, and I don't want to lose any of these little pieces. They're so valuable. I finally figured out how to store them. Let me show you. First of all, I found some reclosable heavy-duty plastic bags that are great for storing it. At the end, I'll tell you how to get some. And then I made a custom-made box that's perfect for these. You should be able to store 6 of the paper stacks, and those wonderful decorative masks also fit in. I'll have detailed directions for you on my website with diagrams for how to work out the paper. You will need 3 pieces of the cardboard from our Designer Series paper. Doesn't matter if it's printed on, we'll be covering it up. It will be helpful if you have one piece that's white or mostly white. Your box bottom will be the full 12 by 12, scored at 4 3/4 and 7 1/4. Turn it and scored at 2 1/2 and 9 1/2. Then you're going to trim it with your snips. I'm keeping these trimmed at the score line. The center section is cut at a little bit of an angle, and it's going to be better if these are cut at an angle as well. You should also crease these really well. It's really better if you crease it before you snip it, and you're going to put adhesive on the center section. Again, you want to use strong adhesive. I love fast fuse. If I do a little kind of twisty flick, it works really great for me. Fold up these side panels. They're going to go on the outside here. More adhesive on these side panels. This is the side with the straight edge. And there's the box bottom. The box top is made the same way. This piece is cut at 10 1/2, and on that 10 1/2 inch side, you're going to score it at 4 inches on both sides. Turn it and score it at 2 3/8 on each side. Sorry for those funny measurements. Then crease these and trim it the way we did the other one. And once it's trimmed, we're going to adhere it the same way as well. And our box is done. Now this box is made so it can close actually small. We want to have it open so that it fits our paper, so we're going to adhere a stop here to keep it from sliding all the way closed. These stop pieces are 2 3/4 by 7. You'll need 2 of those. 2 3/4 by 2 1/2, and you'll need 2 of those. You're going to simply glue those stops even with the bottom of the box. Our box is done. Now we just need to make it pretty. You will need 2 sheets of Designer Series paper, and I'm using coordinating paper this time. This piece of paper is 8 1/4 by 5, 12 by 7, 8 1/4 by 3 1/4, 12 by 5 1/4. When we made our box, this is kind of the open. This one's got even folds. We're going to cover up the back with the 8 1/4 by 5 piece. Put your multi-purpose liquid glue on and then just kind of center it on this piece. You're going to have about a 1/2 inch around. Use your bone folder to kind of spread that glue out. And I like that glue because it gives a little bit of wiggle room. You're going to snip to your corners. Put adhesive on, fold up the sides, and if you actually just tip your box, you'll get some nice coverage. And then fold your tabs up. This tab goes in on both sides. So tip, fold it in, and fold it in. You may have to hold it for a few seconds, then fold the top. And again, you may have to hold that for a few seconds. I'm also kind of pinching it to get better crease there. And this end gets tucked inside. The front of the box is, you're going to lay it about 1/2 inch up from the bottom. See if the sides are about even. Then once again, you're going to snip. And adhesive goes here. This side gets folded over the end. This side gets tucked inside. The only difference with the bottom of the box is our designer series paper is going to go even with this stock. Again, we're going to kind of just center it back side to side here. And on this, we're just going to snip here. And the bottom front. Again, we want to get this centered, but we'll check the sides. Snip the same way. If you feel more comfortable having a line to snip on, you can actually kind of crease that there. And snip on your line. When it's a short snip, it's easier. You're going to fold up the sides, tuck the bottom tab in, and the bottom. So on all of these creases, if you kind of pinch it a little bit, it'll look neater. And there's our box. You're going to need about 1 yard of ribbon. Because this is such a large area, I'm going to put adhesive on the back. And about 18 inches right here. Flip it over, add a couple of spots of adhesive here, and tie your bow. Just want to use my extra pair of hands, an alligator clip from the hardware store. Tie a bow. Why is it so much harder to tie a bow on a video than it is just when you're just doing it by yourself with nobody watching? Snip the ends. So if you would like the directions for this box, come on over to bevadams.com. I've got detailed directions. If you would like some of these great heavy-duty reclosable bags, look at the top of my website for the tab Products by Bev. But they are fabulous for storing your designer series paper, and they fit great in these boxes. You do have to fold over the top, and they will look beautiful on your shelf. In addition to the bags for the 6x6 designer series paper, I have some for the 12x12. I also have taggers that will help you name your framelits and have all the sizes and everything. I have those for the banners, circles, layering ovals, layering squares, lots of labels, sweet and sassy, and tags and labels. And I also have my cardstock sampler or paper sampler with all of the current colors, including the in colors. All of them are available at bevadams.com. Talk to you soon. Bye.